Hey everyone! In this video I want to show how I draw these animal heads. So let's start with drawing one of these heads. So I'm drawing in Photoshop, and the way I start drawing is most of the time I start with a ball like this. And then I start adding a line to determine the axis of the head. Draw the center line. So we know how it's oriented in space, like this. So let's take the eraser brush and brush it out a bit, and then we can start adding, the big shape. So I'm now adding the part of the head. So here, always start with the big shapes first. So let's add this shape, his beak. So start with the most simple shape you can come up with for it. So here's this beak, and then it goes down there. So then at this bottom side, and let's start adding the eyes. So drawing here a ball, and let's add here another ball. And then right away, let's add these eye pupils. Let's add the eyebrows. And a little trick I use for drawing the eye is draw this mask in. So you know how it's placed on the head. So like this. Here. And then we can also add, then if you have this big shape, then you can draw on a different shape following that shape. So let's add these things. And I try everything to get some sort of direction. And that's how you get energy in your drawings. So then I'm trying to search. Let's change his expression a bit. Let's let him look there, and maybe put this eyebrow down and this one up, so it's less symmetry. So now I think what I want to draw, and now I start adding the details on top of those 3D shapes. So here at this eye, this eyebrow, then this eyebrow, and then this pupil, and then as this beak, and here. So what I also try to do is I try to avoid using parallel lines, and also trying to use straight lines, S lines, curved lines. So I'm trying to use all these different kind of lines to get some diversity in the lines. So let's add these shapes. And here. So now let's start, let's add another one. Let's make this one smaller. Let's do the panda. So start with this ball. And determine the middle of the ball so you know the direction. And then you can add that bigger shape. Let's add this big shape here. So it's a really fat panda, so add this big shape. And then connect it with the neck, like this. And then we can add the nose. There's this big ball, and the mouth. It's going like this. And then let's add here this line to creating the cheeks. And then we can add the eyes. So big shapes first, and then work to smaller shapes. And if you want, you can, if you make these drawings and tag me in it, I will try to make some videos where I go over some people's work to give some feedback. So now I did draw this in your style challenge with the snail, and I will make a video of the snail feedback on Monday. So I think it's fun to give some little feedback to people. It's this here. And I also have a Patreon page, and there I give a longer feedback videos. So once I made this sketch, I start drawing over it to clean it up a bit. Because in a sketch, I still try to make decisions on how I want to let it look and stuff like that. So here, adding this chin, pupils, like here and here, add this nose, eyebrows, then this mask. Let's zoom in a bit so people can see it better. And this eye. So eye is basically a ball with a line at the top and the bottom. And you can also make 3 lines or make it more detailed. But basically it's a ball, the eye. It's often I draw the eye like this. And then I add 2 lines to it like this. And then you have an eye with an upper eyelash and a lower eyelash. And then we can add this line here going down like this. And here. So now we've drew this one quite quickly. Normally I will take a little bit more time for it to draw. Let's draw that fish. So if you want, it's great practice. You can draw this fish and then you can ask for a review. And then on Instagram you can tag me in your drawing. And then I can't promise anything, but I will try to do as much reviews as I can. And it's always good practice to practice these kinds of shapes. So what I'm trying here, I drew this circle, and this eye, I try to draw this eye on top of the circle. So what I don't try to do is that I just place it here and place it here. No, I try to wrap those shapes around this big shape. It's like you're claying or working in 3D. And you can be very rough, especially when you're sketching. You can be really rough with it. So like this. So let's make it a little bit smaller. And then you can brush it out a bit. And then we can start on the final drawing. So again, I'm trying to be a bit quick now. So adding some eyes here. And then here. And then the mouth here. Eyebrows. And then the body. So here, and these parts. And this tail. And this at the top. So here, these lines, maybe some bubbles. So let's do one more. Let's place this one here. So which one should we do? Let's do the duck. I think the duck is, ducks are always funny. So here at the circle and then at these cheeks, a bit like this. So it goes here. So I'm trying to think in 3D now. And add the beak. And then using this shape, this 3D shape. And that makes drawing ducks harder, but also so cool because you really feel the 3D-ish of this, this beak. And then we can add this neck here. And then we can add these eyes here. So maybe add these eyebrows here. So something like this. And oftentimes I start drawing really quick like this. And then I slow down when I'm starting to clean it up. So then I try to find the eyes I want to draw. So like this. So at the irises, eyebrows here as well, iris, head, and the beak. So like this. And also here, these nostrils. And then add this. And these plugs here. So now I drew a couple of these. And maybe I will do some more later on my YouTube channel. So you can check that for more video tutorials. Or if you really want to get into depth, you can check my Patreon or for my books, Gumroad. So that's a bit what I wanted to do, and I hope you liked it and enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. So thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.